So welcome to all of you on the chemistry tutorial. Okay, and today we are going to discuss paper chromatography. Okay, so two term involved here, paper and chromatography. Okay, so in this, paper is used for experiment. Okay, and it is chromatography. Chromatography means any technique by which you can isolate individual compound from a mixture of compound. Okay, so it is paper chromatography simply. So let's see on the first slide. In this slide I have mentioned some basic point regarding the paper chromatography. Okay, so it is a technique, it is a chromatography technique that use paper sheets or strips. Okay, so in this chromatography either paper sheet or strip is used. Okay, and it acts as a adsorbent being the stationary phase. Okay, मतलब in this chromatography your paper act as a stationary phase. Okay, through which a solution is made. Okay, इसके जिसके थ्रू आपका मोमेंट ऑफ सोल्यूशन टेक्स प्लेस. ओके, एंड इट इज़ कॉल्ड पेपर क्रोमेटोग्राफी. ओके, तो सिंपली इन दिस पैराग्राफ यू कैन this explain what is paper chromatography. Okay, so in this paragraph also includes two terms, okay, which I want to discuss. First one is stationary phase. Okay, क्या है आपका स्टेशनरी फेज. ओके, तो स्टेशनरी फेज की आपको क्वालिटी पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, इसमें स्टेशनरी फेज क्या है आपका, पेपर इज मेड अप ऑफ सेलुलोज. ओके, cellulose, so that's why cellulose is a polymeric substance and it is carbohydrate. You should be know. Okay, and it is a polar. Okay, so polar compound interacts with this stationary phase much more as compared to non-polar. मेरे कहने का ये मतलब है कि एडजॉर्बेंट कैपेसिटी ऑफ पोलर कंपोनेंट ऑफ ए मिक्सचर आगे mixture through their stationary phase will be higher. Okay, so that's why mobile phase when you applied will not able to in will not able to you can say break up these interaction much more as compared to non-polar component. Okay, so that's why non-polar compound will not interact to stationary phase and it will move up. Okay, the rate will be higher of non-polar on the stationary phase as compared to polar component. Okay, so through this concept your component from a mixture will be a move forward direction. Okay, so it is inexpensive. How it is called inexpensive? Because it is in this only paper is used. Okay, so paper is not much more costly as compared if you see in case of TLC. Okay, because TLC is much more costly. One TLC is around 60 rupees. If you see the glass TLC, if you not prepare himself but and purchase externally, then the cost of that TLC is much more. Okay, but in this paper it is very not expensive, not expensive you can say. So it is inexpensive and separating dissolved chemical substance by their differential migration rates. Okay, so it also defines the adsorption capacity of your component and your stationary phase. Okay, across the sheets of the paper it is a powerful analytical tool that use a small quantity of material. Okay, so there is a limitation of the paper chromatography. In this only small quantities of material you can identify it. Okay, okay, so paper chromatography was discovered by Sinjay and Martin in the year of 1943. Okay, so some basic concept I have explained here. The next TLC indicates the paper chromatography principles. Okay, so paper chromatography, in the paper chromatography several principles are also involved. Okay, first one is the principle involved can be partition chromatography. Okay, so partition chromatography or adsorption chromatography. Partition chromatography because the substance are partition between लिक्विड फेज. ओके, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड बिटवीन द लिक्विड फेज. ओके, सो इसमें क्या है आपका, एक तो आपका स्टेशनरी फेज हो गया, ये आपका पेपर सीट है, ये आपका स्टेशनरी. आपका जो भी आप सपोज दैट ये आपका ग्लास जार है एंड इन बॉटम साइड इफ व्हेन यू विल ऐड this one solvent. Okay, so along with solvent your mixture of compound when you will be spotted here will move upward direction. Okay, so it will be differentiated. Okay, so distributed between the liquid phase. So it is the method or principles. Okay, the two phases are water held in pores of the filter paper, and the other phase is mobile phase which passes through the paper. When the mobile phase moves, separation of the mixture takes place. Okay, so in this, if you see in paper chromatography, this is the paper, and in this, since it is a polymer or you can say cellulosic nature, okay, so that's why in this capillary pores are involved. Okay, for direction, and capillary pores are involved, as well as capillary pores are involved through the migration of component as well as your mobile phase. Okay, so according to this, your component will be separated. Okay, the compound in the mixer separate themselves based on the difference in their affinity towards stationary phase and mobile phase solvent. I think I have explained this. Under the capillary action of pores in the paper, absorption chromatography between solid and liquid phase, wherein solid surface of the paper is stationary phase and the liquid phase is mobile phase. Okay, so some concept involved like the absorption capacity of your component and towards the stationary phase. Okay, so depending on the interaction, your component will be, the rate of your component will be moved in the paper. Okay, so in this I have draw the diagram which indicates, actually this diagram is taken after completion of your experiment. Okay, so in this, suppose that you can see this is paper. Okay, and in this you applied this spot a mixture of compound. Okay, so after completion of experiment, your compound will separated like that, this one. Okay, so these spotted individually will be separated. Okay, so in this, if you see here, this stationary phase, the one thing is that this mixture, suppose that this mixture containing three component. Okay, so and after experiment it will be separated. So question arises here, why this component present in bottom while these component present above. Okay, so through chemical nature, or you can say that that your component and stationary phase interact much more. Okay, by which it will not move upward much more. Okay, but these two sample, if you see the third one, it having very less affinity towards the stationary phase, so that's why it move top. Okay, after that this one and this one, means station is a absorption capacity of among these three compound will be first red, then it will much more than purple, then blue. Okay, so that's why due to interaction of your component towards the stationary phase, your spotted will be arises that. Okay, so it is the basic concept. Okay, and chemically if you see, this component is polar, your stationary phase is also polar, so that's why interaction is much more. Okay, so it is the second concept. Okay, so it is the basic concept. Why you can also explain why this spot will be present in bottom, why this spot will be present above. Okay, so come on the third slide. In this I have added that some basic points regarding the paper chromatograph procedure. Okay, so in this, before experiment is carried out, some procedure is involved. Okay, and you will be follow, otherwise your experiment will be not good. Okay, so first of all, selecting a suitable type of development. Okay, so first you will choose selecting suitable type of development. Okay, it is decided based on the complexity of the solvent. Okay, paper and mixture. Okay, so depending on your mixture of compound, first of all you should be know how much component is present and nature of the component. So that's why according to this, you will choose the solvent, suppose solvent system. Okay, like 10% or 5% or 50%, like that, ethyl acetate and hexane or other solvent you can choose. Okay, and chromatography they are easy to perform, also it is easy to handle and obtain faster and process it less time consuming. Okay, इसमें क्या है, time is not consume much more, so that's why it is less time consuming. Selecting a suitable filter paper. Okay, so selection of filter paper is much more important, because because it is very important for you for separation of compound. Okay, and your paper should be having size of the pores and the sample quantity. Okay, मतलब आपका पेपर का साइज एंड यहाँ पे क्वांटिटी ऑफ सैंपल फैन यू विल अप्लाई डिपेंड कर रहा है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। कहीं कंसनट्रेट आपका योर मीन्स योर सैंपल means your applied sample not much more. Okay, if you applied much more on the paper, suppose that on the bottom you applied much more, okay, so it will be very concentrated, so that's why stretching will be arises on the paper and your chromatograph will be not very good. So that's why you will apply dilute sample here. Okay, spot the sample on the paper. Sample should be spotted at proper position on the paper by using a capillary tube. Okay, your capillary tube will be very fine, so that's why if your capillary tube very fine, then you can apply sample with minimum amount. Okay, and your spot should be spherical and small, not large like that. Okay, chromatograph development is spotted by immersing the paper in the mobile phase. Due to capillary action of the paper, the mobile phase moves over the, so here it indicates that suppose that it is your paper and it is your spot. Okay, so spot will not dip in your solvent. Okay, after before experiment your spot will be not dipped in the mobile phase. Okay, so it will be spotted above the mobile phase. Okay, so paper drying and compound detection. So after experiment is when your experiment will carried out. Okay, this suppose that this one. Okay, all the component of the mixture will be separated. Okay, so depending on the nature of the component, you will be used detecting agent like spraying agent. Okay, some compound will be aromatic, so you can detect in the UV lamp. Okay, suppose that you have in the mixture acid is present, so that's why you can use spray of camenophore solution. Suppose that some component is aromatic, so you can easily detect in the UV lamp. After that you can use para-NaCl DI solution. Okay, and lactone type of component if present, then you can use PMA like that. Okay, so depending on the nature of the component you can use spraying agent after experiment. Okay, so it indicates in this slide I have mentions the applications of paper chromatography. Since it is there is a limitation that you can apply very minimum amount of samples. Okay, so that, but you can check all the, so you can check that your sample in your sample how much component is present. So it is, so by this it is used in to study the process of fermentation ripening in pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, adulterants and drinks and food industries and biomedical laboratories. Okay, and determine dopes and drugs in humans and animal. Okay, so all the, so it is used in all the areas. Okay, so industrially it is very important for you. And okay, so I think the one thing is remaining types of paper chromatography. So it is either ascending and descending. Ascending means, okay, ascending like that, this one upward direction is ascending and descending is one. Okay, some chromatography is radial like that, and in center you can apply the sample and it will be migrated like that. Okay, so it is all type, you can read this one. Okay, but important point is this one. Okay, so like that, so I have explained very nice way, and please write down your comment in the comment box that how you enjoyed this and what is the drawbacks of this lecture also. Okay, because all the explanation is I am unable to explain all the things, so please write down in your comment box. In the some drawbacks also arises in the lecture, so I will correct it. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and we will meet you in the next lecture. Okay.